Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers. We're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Cam Little after the opening kick. And we're off from Acrisure. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
A little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! Sauce Gardner with the INT. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. And the man is there to knock that away. Could not beat the defender there. And now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. This finds Mitchell complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Lays out left side and gets it. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On the move into the red zone. He will go! Touchdown, New England! The Patriots cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Patriots tie this game 7-7. Mevis ready to send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Throw on 3rd down. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And the Pats will take over. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing from the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Back to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Third and long for him here. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Mevis able to knock it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a run with Wright. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Unlock line. Unlock. Come on. Set. Ready.
Right again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
They'll throw it. All in left side. Rolling into enemy territory. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
2nd and 1. Complete out to the right side. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Let's go now.
Wright running out of the gun. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here. Second and manageable. He's throwing. Able to find Wright. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
They run it from the gun with Wright. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Wright has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
They run again with Wright. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers take a second quarter lead. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds a man, right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots push their lead to 3. Mevis ready to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Man in motion here. Running behind center with Wright. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go. Warriors 70. Mustang 19. Ready.
Now looking to throw. Yeah, and this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be fourth down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! And he'll go down here at the 16. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Ready. 70 Ranger. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The throw is caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Offense in the hurry up here. Back to pass on second and short. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. The tip definitely broke up that throw. But still plenty of options left on third and short. Here's a give for Wright. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Let's go now.
It's an option to the left side. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain for them there, setting up second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a second quarter lead. Jalen Wright with a touchdown. Little checks on the extra point. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. to start this drive. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Finds his target, Allen. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a New England first down. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They're throwing it. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. The Patriots have their punting unit out. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Steelers taking over on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
2nd and 10 now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They get 35 out of that one. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Wright reels it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks. You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Set. Buffalo 18. Ready.
From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's a give inside to Wright. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs, against the better defenses in this league.
Let's go. Come 19. Come 19. Take over.
To the air, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. This one from 42 yards out. The kick by Shudak is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. They'll throw to begin this drive. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
He's going deep. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He'll throw it. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, sack.
This is right. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Buys time, rolling right. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
65, 65.
From the gun on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Pass play now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing it again here. Dumped off to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready.
They put a receiver in motion here left. From the 31. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Steelers first down.
Warriors 70.
Working inside the red zone. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Running it with Wright. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Let's go now.
They'll try and throw it here. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Allen there to haul it in. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Pass play coming here. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Has a hole left, room to run. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots start the second half with some needed points. Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready!
This is Wright running left. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
19 right. Here we go, shot.
He's dropping back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a 13-point lead. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Steelers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Running right. Here's Wright. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Right. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Hits the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Nevis with a point after. And the Patriots get it back to a 14-point game. Nevis ready to send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
A give to Wright. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And they'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Now here he goes.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's a throw. He sends this one to the end zone. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking for a throw here. It is caught left side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Steelers first down. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
Motioning one of the tight ends.
Go.
To throw it on first down. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Now right. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Ready.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Not below 18.
Looking to the air here. Throw is caught by the back. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed to his running back. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
Offense up to the line fast. Second and 12 behind the sticks. He's on the move. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
throw on third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Desperation time here on fourth. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
He beams one deep right side. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Patriots have some new life in the fourth. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Working quickly here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now on first down. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Complete out to the right. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Brought in right side. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
This finds Mitchell, complete. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Now on our first snap after that 2-minute warning, Brock, they're going to try to get this back with an onside kick. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. Needed to try it, we all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop, a quick stop, a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here's Wright on the carry. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. By Jennings. And they hit him right after he made that catch. That's going to deny him the first. It's fourth down. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's brought down after a short gain. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Check, 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 check. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. One's dropped for what would have been a nice game. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Setting up to pass. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And the Steelers make the play that should win them this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And he doesn't get much here, just enough to get down inside the 40. Now the Patriots calling their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Second down now, 7 to go. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You know by now, Kate, what I call that. That's that car wash ball. Just come to life. That's when you throw that ball right through that car wash and you throw it with such velo, it doesn't get wet. It's doing with that kind of accuracy down the field. This dude's elite.
It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on second and goal. Well, Brock, the fans are right.